Today's Thursday, September 24th. And let me tell you what, this week is a critical time for health reform here in Washington. Over in the House of Representatives, the three committees have completed all of their work on the health care bills. It's up to leadership now to bring them together into one proposal that they can take to the floor of the House in the next few weeks. And over on the Senate, the Senate Finance Committee, the last committee, congressional committee to act on these pieces of legislation, has finally taken up health reform legislation. While the initial bill wasn't perfect, it actually included some of the strong cost reforms that U.S. PIRG has been advocating for. And in order to make sure we really win on all of our priorities, we're pulling out all the stops here. We're having meetings with folks in Congress. We're getting calls from small businesses and swing congressional districts to make their effort to try to move healthcare reform along. And perhaps most importantly, we've generated over 20,000 postcards and delivered them just last week from members of our organization, supporters like yourself.
All right, well, we collected a number of postcards from the constituents in all 50 states, I believe, and we're delivering them to senators and representatives who are instrumental in the passage of the new health care bill. Today we're breaking down postcards into individual congressional districts for Maryland and Georgia because we want to target individual representatives like Steny Hoyer, the House Majority Leader.
Members of Congress, senators and representatives have been hearing day in and day out from corporate lobbyists, from industry lobbyists trying to gut the reforms the president's proposed and that U.S. PIRG supports. Today, we're going to be dropping off postcards from PIRG members to tell them that they've got to actually listen to regular Americans who desperately need health reform. They've got to listen to the small businesses that are getting crushed by high health care costs. I have in my hand the last of over 20,000 postcards that are going to members of Congress from their constituents demanding real action for real health reform this year. Now, the critical thing is, as much as we've done, it's not going to be enough. We're going to need every one of you to pull out all the stops, to do everything you can. Tell them it's time to deliver on health reform that brings down costs. It's time to pass the president's health reform plan.